I've been around Jeeps my whole life. In fact, my earliest memory was peering over the side of my dad's CJ5 at a 31-inch tire roaring down the highway. When I was 12 or 13, I saw my first XJ. I'm not sure if it was a magazine or a TV advertisement, but I was hooked. I fell in love with that Cherokee. I actually put a picture of it in my locker in school. So if that gives you any indication of how in love with the Cherokee I was. Other guys had pictures of girls. I had pictures of Cherokees. So maybe that explains my special connection with Project Railhawk, because it's really my favorite Jeep in the JCR fleet. We're taking it out to Colorado next week, and we're going to wheel the Front Range, we're going to wheel the Black Bear Pass, which I'm just stoked about. Never been on the Black Bear Pass. So I've been prepping this Jeep for the past couple days, and it is ready to rock, and I just can't wait to get out there.
What you got there?
The very, very important dice of fuzzy.
It's morning in Nebraska, and we found a wild clan of Springets with Handycorn's Jeep, coincidentally. Pete, did you steal Handycorn's Jeep?
He's a good friend. He let me borrow it.
Let you use it? That's real nice of him.
He had sprained his hoof.
Couldn't drive.
Couldn't drive.
So we should hit the trail. What do you think? And find mountains.
I think they're that way.
That way? Mountains are that way.
What does four-wheeling mean to me? It starts with a sense of adventure. It started some 13 years ago as a way for me to conquer the next big obstacle. I was always concerned about building my Jeep up to overtake the next biggest hill or the next biggest rock, or whatever it may be. And as I've gotten older, what I've come to realize is it's not about conquering that next obstacle, but where your Jeep can take you. As JCR has grown, it's given me an opportunity to travel the United States and see some of the most incredibly beautiful places in the world and wheel them. And for me now, this gives me a sense of perspective. How small we are in the grand scheme of how big this world is and how big God is in this whole picture. And to think that 100 years ago, there's people that were mining for gold in this very location, and we can see the remnants of what they left behind. And that adventure is still there, and it's just different. And it's exciting to share it with other people. It's exciting to share it with our kids. It's exciting to share it with some of our employees. And that's what four-wheeling has come to mean to me. It's a sense of adventure, and it's a way to really put your feet on the ground and realize we're just a speck in this great, great big world.
Wise Mountain Inn logbook.
It was awesome.
Let's see what.
I'd stay here.
Yeah. 2014, 15, 7. It's fine. When was somebody here? Someone was here in February.
So this bottle of Seagram 7 says, if you're here, take a pull. I'm not driving. Yep, that's whiskey. Awesome.
So it wasn't Bear Grylls.
Does anyone have a pen? I gotta sign it.
It's all filled in, Norm. Oh, them bastards. I want the gold.
No gold for you.
No gold.
Down there be gold.
Now, here's what's amazing, Cameron.
Yeah.
This stuff's really old.
Oh my
Whoa!
God.
Little man caught the cricket.
What do you got there? Show him.
What'd you get?
Oh, he puked on
Cricket poop.
you. He threw up on you.
Hey guys, we have Matt from Fun Treks once again guiding us around in Colorado. Matt, why don't you tell us where we are and what we're doing today?
Okay, Brian, I will.
So where I've taken them today is through Breckenridge. Small town of Breckenridge is a ski town, and then we've headed up North Fork of the Swan River. We're on the north side. It's going to do a loop. Right now we're at about 12,000 feet. We're at an old miner's building right now, and then the mine is right behind us. We've got a couple more moderate sections to do. This trail has seen a lot of weather, so we rate it in our book as a moderate, but it's actually getting on the high end of that, and we're going to see if the GCR Jeeps can actually do this kind of stuff. Not sure if they can work at altitude yet.
I mean, we did bring Real Hawk.
Yeah, well, they've all made it this far, so we're pretty happy
I'm
about
pretty
that.
I mean, last year we did all this and we were fine.
I wasn't there though.
Yeah, you were with us last year.
We didn't do the hard stuff, so.
Well, I haven't seen it yet, so let's go find the hard stuff.
We've got a couple more days of trails.
Daryl found the hard stuff in the cabin.
We've got a couple more days of trails that'll get a little more difficult, so we'll see what happens.
So it's day 2 of wheeling out here. We're kind of heading up to the same area we were yesterday, but I think we're going to run a little harder trails. I think we're running Red Cone and then whatever else PD wants us to shoot off on that. So pretty excited to get up there and goof off with Real Hawk. We brought Scale Hawk too, so maybe we can play with that.
Look at this, look at this, look at,
No.
oh yeah, I'm getting the hang of this.
I got him at GP. The Metal Gear.
What'd you say to me? What'd you say to me? What'd you say to me? Watch out!
This guy's not so good at this. I always made fun of my wife for buying Coach purses and stuff. I was like, they're so expensive, why do you need a Coach purse? And then when I told her that I wanted to get a Yeti, she said, yeah, and now I know why she let me, because I can't make fun of her for buying Coach purses anymore. But her Coach purses doesn't keep my drinks cool for like 75 days. So if you're watching, Amber, what about that?
No, that ain't me.
No, that ain't me. That ain't me.
Donna, my wife, and I moved to Colorado, and Brian, in all of his wisdom, says, Dad, you need a Jeep. You live in Colorado. So we ended up with Switchback, and Switchback is one of the greatest presents that a son could ever give a father. And Donna and I are both so grateful. what Switchback really means to Don and I is we have the ability to go out and do things that we couldn't do otherwise because we're both in our 60s. So we can't hike, we can't motorbike, we don't have a Razor or four-wheeler, but we have Switchback. And Switchback allows us to go on adventures, and that's one of the things that Donna and I have always loved. And of course, where is a better place to go on adventures than Colorado?
Daryl, what are you doing?
So only Cherokee owners really know this, but the 4-liter manifold, intake manifold on a Cherokee makes enough heat to vaporize fuel in the fuel rail. So I think it should be plenty to cook these bratwursts for the day. So I'm gonna load up some bratwursts in our fuel rail here, and we're gonna have some tasty, delicious warm lunch.
What is that?
Oh, it's sopressata. It's like a kind of salami. It's really good. You want some?
Where are you getting this stuff?
Oh, the meat store. You don't have a meat store? I mean, shouldn't we have delicious meats on our journey?
How'd you get wet?
From the tiger.
So we decided to pack our Jeeps up today because it's a little bit rainy out and we're a little bit beat up from the trail, and come down to Buena Vista to do some whitewater rafting. Why are we whitewater rafting? For a couple reasons. One, we're tired, we did a lot of trail, and we still have a weekend full of trails in Ouray. Two, most of our group has never been whitewater rafting, including myself and my dad. So today we are going to go down on the Brown Canyon River, which is up
No, the Arkansas River through the Brown Canyon.
There we go. So apparently it's a 2s and 3s intermediate. I don't know if that's good, bad.
Maybe like equivalent to a dirt road.
If Matt from Fun Tracks was rating the trails, what would he rate this?
Probably
Right.
easy.
An easy?
Yes, for sure. Maybe a moderate. I don't know. Maybe we can know afterwards.
Do you think there'll be any rocks to climb over?
Oh, jeez. I hope not. Some
All right.
rocks to fall off of.
Well, let's go have some fun. But anyways, before I do, I want to turn this around. I want you to show Cameron how his hair fits in his helmet. How's that helmet fit with that hair?
Great.
It's almost like they sized the helmet for your hair and not your head.
Yeah, I did. Did it myself.
Man, you are getting grizzly beard from being out here in Colorado. You got some new hiking boots and
It's been about a month since I shaved.
yeah, nasty. Oh man, your wife's not even gonna recognize you when you get home.
I'm ready, guys.
So, all for fun is all for done. We loaded up out of Silverthorne this morning and we are on our way to Ouray, Colorado. And it's only 140 miles, but that 140 miles will take about 4.5 hours. Because that's the joys of being in the mountains.
Is this all you brought is tortilla chips?
I brought bottles of water. I have this assortment of water down here to make sure that we stay hydrated. And on the border, chips, because they're the best.
This is very different than riding with Daryl.
You know, when you ride with Daryl, you get beef sticks, jerky, cheese.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, where's the meat and cheese?
And with me, you get carbs,
Dry tortilla chips.
dry salty tortilla chips, and water. I feel like I'm a good host. I feel like, you know,
It's okay.
after you ate meat and cheese with Daryl for like a week straight, you guys just ranked like meat and cheese all the time. Every time you started sweating, it was like, oh, like literally meat sweats.
I got the meat sweats.
Literally
Sure.
had the meat sweats. So yeah.
I could use a break.
So have some carb up right now. And next stop, Grand Junction for some fuel. And then on our way to Ouray.
This morning we're just outside of Ouray, Colorado, and we're running an iconic trail, the Black Bear Pass down to Telluride. This trail is definitely on my bucket list, and I'm super excited to be here, especially in Real Hawk, and I cannot wait to get started.
We used to ride quads, and Becky and I did, and it was pretty hard to do with the kids. They didn't make car seats for them, so we bought a Jeep and fixed that up, and then so we could do things together as a family. And we've had, I think, 5 Jeeps since then. That was about 10 years ago, and keep building them bigger so we can feel safer when we go places with some crazy people. So it's been a lot of fun, and we've really enjoyed it.
Oh, look who's driving! Yay!
The girls are not liking it.
Hey, there's no girl power in the back of your car or what? So we got up early this morning and drove the Telluride so we could do something kind of special, and that's drive up Black Bear backwards. Usually Black Bear is one way and that's down, but today the Wild Bunch is going to let us go up it and we're pretty excited about it. Let's get going.
I actually started four-wheeling when I was about 14. Started four-wheeling with my family. Had a lot of fun doing it. Started my business, Moab Outfitters, in 2007, and we kind of sold all of our four-wheelers because Jeeps were more of a family event for us. Everyone can go, everyone can have fun, and everybody fits. So these guys have all started Jeeping. Well, most of them started Jeeping while they were in mom's tummy, and here we are today in Colorado. We just did Black Bear Pass backwards. Not very many people get a chance to do that. So this is my wife's Jeep, and most of the time she drives it, except for she didn't really want to today.
Whether your idea of four-wheeling is driving over the biggest rocks, spending time with family and friends, or just seeing where the trail takes you, Colorado has something for everyone. And while we certainly didn't wheel the hardest trails that Colorado has to offer, we saw some beautiful landscapes and drove to some really interesting places, all the while having a blast with our family and friends. And really, what else can you ask for? That's the greatest part about four-wheeling. It is whatever you make it. Thanks for watching. That's it. That's our time here in Colorado. But I want to take this time to remind you that trails like this and trails all over the country are closing as we speak. So join your local organization, volunteer time, volunteer money, talk to your congressman, do whatever you can to help keep these trails open, not only for you, but for your grandkids and generations beyond that. These trails are beautiful and we need to help preserve them.
Looks like we're gonna have to mountain goat right here.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do some mountain goating. And if you don't know what mountain goating is, you tie your winch line to the uphill side of the bench cut trail, and then you just back off the edge, back off over the edge, and then you let the people coming downhill just drive over your winch line. And that's what mountain goating is, and I think we're gonna have to do some mountain goating up here.
Too heavy. Can't do it.
Like, we need your help. Can you hold this?
Sure, I'll hold
That's
that.
mine. Can you make me do this?
Yeah, I'll hold that for you.
Girl power!
Yes.
All right, so yesterday on our way here, Cameron and I had this discussion about whether this is called foggy or cloudy.
This is called both.
There you have it.
You got a mix of cloud and fog, and then it's going to be all cloud, then it'll be all fog.
That's really confusing.
It really is. It's hard to keep track of.
So we'll just continue to call it whatever we want.
Exactly.
Floggy.
Yeah,
I can't see the sky. We're in the sky. All I I see is clouds. Cameron, I don't know if you noticed or not, but there's actually a cloud flowing through our vehicle right now.
Yeah.
We are inside of a cloud.